Fun video with your boy Quinn Wade, Queen W20 here, coming to y'all with a quick video about the Denver Nuggets, a team that had a horribly injury-riddled season last year. JaVale McGee, Danilo, everybody was just going down last year. They still held a decent record for the amount of injuries that they had. It was kind of sad to see them go down like that. It was kind of sad to see a team that just had a new coach that had a lot of high hopes for his team. They locked up Kenneth Faried to a long-term deal. They already got Ty Lawson down for a long-term deal. I'm liking what they got. They end up getting Elder Flalo. I think he already on a long-term deal, so they're going to have him for a while unless they trade him again. They getting good Gallo. They getting Wilson Chandler back. This team going to be hard to beat. They ain't doing that good in preseason so far. But once Brian Shaw gets the wrinkles out, they should have a decent, close AFC record. The teams that you should watch out is the Pelicans, New Orleans, Phoenix, and it's some teams that could be close to that AFC. That's this year. They're the ones that come off the top of my head. So last year, with all the injuries, man, they still finished ninth in offense. They was a top 10 team with majority of their players injured. They upgrade their shooting guard position. They getting a shooter back in Danilo. They getting a center back in JaVale McGee. They getting back Wilson Chandler, another shooter and ball handler. Nate Robinson was out a lot last year too, if you guys remember that. They're getting a lot of punch back. This team can easily be a top 4, top 3 offensive team if they get everything clicking again like they did. They got most of their pieces back, so they should be able to make a run for a high scoring team again when they get all their pieces back and all healthy. They was second in rebounds. Getting JaVale McGee to come back and get them boards. Getting some extra board from Aaron Aflalo, who averaged 3. Getting some extra board from Danilo. Getting some extra board from Wilson Chandler. They can be the best rebounding team in the NBA with all their pieces back if they all can stay healthy this year, which hopefully they can. This team, like I said, can make a run for that one of the top spots in the West. Remember, they made the playoffs a couple of years ago, and they lost to Golden State. They was 12th in assists. This is a surprising fact, considering that they basically had a high scoring team, but was only top 12 in assists. I ain't gonna go into details why it is like that, but it's like how the plays they run and how they get out and run on fast break and how they draw up their plays is the reason why they haven't really been having the success of passing the ball. But like I said, with more talent going up, these screen plays, these pick and rolls should go up because you got more talent to score the ball and make the field goal percentage higher. But one of the worst things about Denver that might hurt them this year too is their defense. They was 28th in defense in points allowed. They was outscoring you to win games, but they couldn't stop you. And the better teams in the West, the more they got a stacked ass West, they got to be able to play defense. You see what happened to Golden State when they popped their ass. Denver has to improve their defense if they want to make the playoffs because you is in the West. You're going against the best teams majority of the night. You can feast on the East, but you can't feast on the West because the West teams will beat you by 10 plus if you don't stop them. You're going against the best teams in the NBA majority of half your season. You have to be able to get stops and play defense before you can be able to get that playoff spot. And even in the playoffs, it's all about defense because you have to top the other team to score so you can take the lead. Ain't no point in keeping the lead if you can't stop them because eventually you're going to get cold and they're going to eventually get up by 5. And if you can't stop them, all they got to do is do a score to keep the lead. So you got to watch out on the defensive end. And right now we're going to look a quick look at their roster so I can tell you guys some pieces that they have this year that's going to help them make a push for the playoffs. They brought in Aaron Aflalo. They got Darrell Arthur, who's a good power forward, a nice shooter. Wilson Chandler coming back from injury, another shooter, another three-point shooter, another ball handler. Kenneth Faried got maxed out on his deal. Got a good deal for long term. Randy Foye did good last year at the shooting guard position, but now that he's on the bench, and he should have some firepower on that bench. Danilo Gallinari, another sniper from the three-point line and ball handler. Alonzo G is going to be a good bench warmer. But for injuries, come off the bench and get some attack the rim points. J.J. Hickson brings that energy. Ty Lawson is a top 10 point guard, and he's going to continue to improve. JaVale McGee, it was a sad year last year, but he's a 7-foot center that's athletic and quick. And Nate Robinson, the person who missed last year, who's back, gonna give you some more firepower on that bench. And of course, Timothy Mozgov, who showed a lot of improvement last year. I'm expecting this team to come close to making the playoffs, but like I said, they got to shore up on that defense. They can get better on the defensive end. This team gonna be an automatic lock for the playoffs. So I'm expecting them to be an 8th to 7th seed if they can stay healthy and play defense. If not, I wouldn't be surprised if they miss the playoffs barely. If winning 45, 47 games, I wouldn't be surprised. Comment, like, subscribe, and share if you like the video. Hit the like button if you like the video. I respond to every comment. Feel free to leave video suggestions of videos you'd like me to do. Also, subscribe and check out my older videos. You're new to the channel, look at my older videos. If you like this video, you like them videos, I don't see why you wouldn't subscribe. It's Quinn Wade, Quinn It Up 20 signing out. Peace. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of y'all day. And thanks for the view.